When we started Oddworld Inhabitants, to us, Oddworld is a planet that's about 10 times the size of Earth, and it's very far away. And where it is, it's not important. The characters that live on that planet, all the creatures that live on that planet, they're called the inhabitants. And so we named our company Oddworld Inhabitants. And to us, Oddworld Inhabitants is kind of like the Muppets meets the X-Files. Or as we say, like a dysfunctional Disney. Everything that we do at Oddworld is going to take place on Oddworld. And everything that we do will involve the inhabitants. You'll never see live-action characters on Oddworld. It'll never be shot in the streets of New York. That will never happen. It's a unique universe that will only take place there, much like Star Wars or something. And what we did was in the beginning, I had a story that I wanted to tell that could never be one game. It was way too big. It would have cost $100 million, taken 10 years, and been on 50 CDs. The technology just isn't there. So what we did was we broke it into 5 games. And the first game is Abe's Odyssey. And that introduces Abe, the character, the slave laborer who works at the meat processing plant of Rupture Farms. And then there's a second game. And we called these 5 games the Oddworld Quintology. So the first one is Abe. The second one is Munch's Odyssey, and it introduces a new character, Munch, and then he has his own set of problems. And then he meets up with Abe, and Abe will be in that game too, and then they'll deal with Abe's problems and with Munch's problems. Then we'll go into the third game in the Quintology, which will be called Squeak's Odyssey. And Squeak's Odyssey will have Abe and Munch and Squeak, and we're really building up this sort of unlikely, set of characters that are going to work together towards a common goal, towards a common good. And they're going to have a hell of a time in the meantime, because the world around them is going through a lot of what our world's going through. And Oddworld to us is really a reflection, a mirror of our own worlds, our own planet's dilemmas. So rainforest, pollution, racism, prejudice, starvation, all these types of things are what is going on at Oddworld too. So these characters are caught sort of at the bottom of the food chain, and that's where we want to do is we want to take the characters that are in the worst positions on Oddworld and sort of put them into these fantastical settings on Oddworld and make us see the hardships that they're going through and identify with them and feel for what they're going through, for what they've had to experience.
Well, there you have it, Oddworld. It has everything, exciting state-of-the-art